Want to be smarter? Want to be fitter? Want to be wealthier? Want to be better? This is Infinite Transcendence, where life mastery meets humor and sarcasm with a blunt approach. This is the place where we talk about mastering your life without the usual feel-good aspect. This is the podcast designed for people who want useful tips and information while being entertained. So sit back and enjoy the program.
Hello again, and welcome to Infinite Transcendence. Today we're going to talk about part 2 of the Mastering of Rejection series, and this part is about overcoming the rejection. The first part was about mastering a part of the Mastering Rejection series about how rejection isn't the end of the world. This part is going to be about overcoming that rejection. And how do you overcome rejection? The way you overcome the rejection is to change your mindset and get used to the rejection. Get used to the fact that you're going to have to put yourself out there and hear the possibility of a no. That rejection is going to happen no matter what field or industry you're in. And no matter what you do in life, you're going to have to always put yourself out there and take that chance, especially if you want to get out there and succeed, because you have to do things that people aren't willing to do. So whether it's auditioning, whether it's asking somebody out, you got to start getting out there and doing it to give yourself more opportunity. So what you need to do to get better at it is like how you get better at anything else, whether it's cooking or cleaning or exercising, whatever thing you want to improve at, is you get out there and put yourself on there in a regular basis. It's a lifestyle change. It's not something you do once or twice. You got to keep doing it, and you got to keep training that muscle until you get good at it. So put yourself out there to get rejected. How do you do this? Well, there's several ways. You can go out there and you can talk to another business owner and try to collaborate with them. I've done the same thing with guest blog posting. You can try that. You can try trying to sell something to customers, trying to advertise. You can try, like I said before, asking out somebody you like or find attractive, male or female. The goal here is to get better at overcoming that rejection to make more opportunity in your life. Because what you want to try to do is you want to get yourself in there quickly. You want to put yourself in the zone quickly and get yourself in that point to where you're starting to build the rapport, or you're starting to get yourself in that zone where once you get past that first one, you can keep going. So that's the trick of it is you're going to, especially when you first start, you're going to feel horrified. But even as you get experience, you're going to still break into that mode. Like for me, for instance, I do a lot of sales. I've done public speaking. And for me, you have these public speech projects where you have like a 10-minute presentation. So what you do is you would get out there and you have this long speech. A lot of people are horrified for it. For me, I wasn't scared of it. It was like, here we go again. I got to do this speech. But once I got out there and practiced, I was like, once I got out there and did it and practiced, but once I got out there and did it, I was like, 10 minutes, it went by so fast, because once I got into it, it wasn't so bad. Same thing with speaking into this microphone. You may be horrified speaking into a camera the first time, but you do is like, you get comfortable doing it. Even things people done like nude photographs, they felt weird at first. Once they got into it, it wasn't so bad. Same thing here. Or you do sales. Like I've done a lot of selling, and like you first start to do that first sale, it's like, this is going to be, I got to get back in that mood. But once I've done it, it's like I go from my first door, I go to my second, third, and fourth door. This is the same thing you do here. Once you advertise at one business, once you get out of your comfort zone, then you're going to do it 2 or 3 or 4 times. The first time is always going to feel the hardest when you do a set of this. So it's the same thing talking to a girl or a guy you like. It always seems weird or awkward at first, but what you need to do is get into it quickly, because you start thinking to yourself, well, she doesn't want to be bothered. She's going to be annoyed. She's going to seem weird, or she's going to think I'm weird, or he or she is talking on the phone. Don't think that way. Always think of it as getting in there and starting quickly, because once you start talking and getting comfortable, it feels a lot better. So look at what you're doing as a rough draft or a trial run into succeeding. You want to look at what you're doing as a way to do it, and then you want to adjust it and see how you can master it and how you can do it better. How can I improve on my approach? How can I improve on the letter I wrote? How can I improve on the advertising I did? That's what you want to do, is you want to get used to failing and mastering failure, like I talked about in my other series, how to handle failure successfully, and you want to apply that here. You want to put yourself in that position and then improve at it. Do it little by little and then build yourself up. Maybe you approach 1 girl a day, then you approach 2 girls or guys or whatever a day. Or maybe you ask 1 business a day, or you advertise to this demographic a day, and then you crank it up slowly. You develop that process and you develop mastery. Once you develop a process to something, you start to master it, you start to get better at it, and that's how you take it to the next level, and you can push yourself to higher heights. So that is how you overcome rejection. And be prepared for the next part where I talk about how to use rejection more to your advantage to put yourself afar and ahead of all the others of your competition who's afraid of rejection, and then you can take yourself even further. So let me know what you think. Do you do this already? Are you afraid of rejection? Do you think it's difficult to overcome? Do you act on what you want to do, or do you wait and see? Do you wait later on and see how it goes. You let the rejection put you in the headlights. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you do this or if I missed anything. And of course, like and subscribe and transcend infinitely.
Want more? Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment the video and subscribe to the podcast. Want even more? Check out the written article version and subscribe to the Infinite Transcendence website at infinitetranscendence.com for new and interesting quality content. Join now and receive a special gift. Also like our Facebook at Infinite Transcendence and follow us on Twitter at transcend_world. Keep watching and listening. See you next time and transcend infinitely.